Finally, the rain has stopped. Now we can get to work. We're gonna grab that Branson 2400 and we're gonna make a trench right down the side of our gravel driveway, take it all the way down to the ditch by the roadside, and hopefully we can catch all that runoff water and guide it away from our land. Because if you watch that video where we had those rain problems, you can see it is a much needed job. Welcome back to CG Family Farm. Let's get right to business. This right here needs to be trenched out. I'm gonna try to put the dirt up on the hill because definitely I don't want to put no dirt on the gravel because then it's double the work. So we're gonna trench all this off. That way all the water that comes from the hill will be caught right here. And then definitely need a trench right there, because if you see, all that runoff water has already crossed through my driveway and has taken away some of our gravel. It has buried it down through that dirt. Then we're gonna continue on the existing trench right there, take it all the way straight out right next to that post, right where that little brush is at, and then right there should catch the rest of the excess water, and that should keep our gravel driveway to last a little bit longer than what it has been lasting this last year, right? No more talking, it's time to get to work. Man, that little Branson tractor sure puts in some work, don't it? Subcompact tractor power, guys. Let's check it out. It would have taken way too long of footage to actually record everything that I got done here in the last few days. So instead, I'm just gonna walk you through the final results and then one more little thing that we're gonna get done in the next video. So let's start here. Remember, guys, that we were doing that ditch? Well, here are the results. It was a little bit cleaner, but then it rained a few times. And that's why you got to make sure that you make your ditches pretty deep, because no matter how deep you make them, eventually all that rain, all that dirt will eventually end up in your ditch and be somewhat covered back up. But that's a good size right now. I can work with that. That'll definitely stop my water and then take it on down to the edge of the driveway. So right here, we actually buried a culvert pipe. It is actually perforated, so that way when the water comes down, it will seep in through the gravel, go into the culvert pipe, and then come out through this side over here. This side's gravel here, so these number 4 here are good to actually be done for French drains. The leftover gravel, I kind of just spread out the rest of my driveway because it is being washed out by all this rain. That's exactly why we put in this ditch, this culvert pipe, and more gravel. Moving down a little bit further, as you can see, that is your final result. It went all the way down, and then we took a little bit to the left out that way, and here are your results of actually shaving down the hill. So the way that I did it was, of course, you saw me dig the ditch all the way down and then throw all the dirt on this side because I know I didn't want any dirt over there on the gravel. So when I threw all the dirt on this side, then I went back and I just put the front bucket downward and I back scraped everything. I just back scraped it little by little by little until I made one pile of dirt right here in a line. When I did that, I had all the dirt right here onto the side away from the actual ditch. I could actually go in here and scrape, and any excess would just fall over right here. Then I had to go through it again, do one more back scrape, and then that's how I left it nice and smooth. Here's the result from the top half. I also back scraped everything to the top, got it all the way up until like right here, and then this dirt right here, I moved it over to this side because over here we had potholes everywhere. Last time I tried to mow, it was not good. We had a pothole right here, pothole over there. We had some branches and brush, and I mean it was just too difficult to mow. And that's usually how it goes whenever you have raw land. Whenever you buy a piece of land and you have to tear down the trees and cut down the brush, you always have something left over. And whenever you go to mow, it's not easy, guys. That first year that I went to mow, I mean, I hit tree trunks, I hit branches, I messed up my blades. I luckily didn't mess up my deck, but I mean, that little not the subcompactor, but the zero turn put in so much work to try to get this land to where it is today. But luckily, as you can see now, we have made a lot of progress. Let's go on down there. Guys, this was not easy work. Believe me, there was so much stuff to get done here, but like the satisfaction of the progress, it's what really makes it worth it. All this right here, the way that it looks right now, even though it is still a bit messy and we need grass to be regrown, I mean, to me, it's satisfying, guys. It is truly, truly satisfying. No matter how tired I got to doing all this, I mean, whenever you see the results of your land and you're out there working and busting your butt, and then you can look back and show your family, your kids when they get older of what it used to be to what it is now, I mean, it is amazing. It is so satisfying. So keep up the good work, guys. Don't give up. Keep trying. And every single day that you're out there sweating, just remember about the big picture. So to wrap things up, this is the final ditch coming down through here, going through there, and then taking out to the left because there was a little bit of a hill there. I didn't want to go straight through there, so I went a little bit to the left right there. And all this right here, we're eventually going to cover up with mulch, and we're going to cover probably plant a few trees is what the wife was saying. I got some asphalt millings, and then over on that side I have to put in a little bit more mulch, and that's pretty much the finished picture here for today. That wraps things up for this video right here. I just want to show you the finished product of these subcompact tractor. So are those little tractors worth it? Well, look at that. You tell me. Can you do this by hand with a pick and a shovel? At least I know I can't. Or if I do, it'll take me a couple of months, guys. So for me, it was definitely worth the investment of buying that subcompact tractor. I do not regret it whatsoever. I mean, my wife doesn't regret us buying it, and I sure know that this land doesn't regret us buying it. I mean, all the progress that we have made around here, it is definitely worth it. I hope this video helped you guys out in the case that you may be wanting to buy a tractor and wanting to see what the capabilities are. Also, if you're out there doing jobs, digging the ditch took me about 4 to 5 total hours. That's about 100 foot every hour, what I was kind of estimating. That's a rough digging, and I was digging about a foot deep, 16 inches, something around there. So that way that can help you guys out in the case that you got to give an estimate. Of course, I mean, I was completely out in the open, so if you're close to a house or any other buildings, then you might want to give a little bit higher time, like I say, 1.5 to 2 hours for every 100 foot. That way you can kind of maneuver around areas. But that would help you guys out as far as going out there giving an estimate for other people that require jobs done with those little tractors, right? So again, thank you very much for being here, and then until next time, you guys get out there and have fun.